Do you get critters in your garden? Do you get cats that get in there and dig around? Or rabbits that eat your lettuce and stuff? Or maybe squirrels that come in and get at your tomatoes, the low-hanging tomatoes in some early summer. Or maybe you get the worst of all, which is a groundhog that'll eat, I think they eat their weight in garden 3 times a day. Or maybe dogs get in your garden, just get in there and make a mess. Well, today I'm showing you just how you can fix that. I put up every year, and I'm doing it today. I've been trimming around the edge of the garden, and I'm going to turn around here in a little bit, and when I get done, I'm going to finish it up, and go down the rows and all that, clean it all out, make it all look nice. And the purpose of me doing this specifically today is so I can put the electric fence back up. Now, don't get excited. Electric fences are not lethal. They don't do any injury. They just zap you hard enough that the little animal is going to decide this is not a good place to be. And he's going to turn around and go away. I know my dog Bob must have touched it last year, because at first he'd follow me anywhere, and the next thing I know he'd be rolling in one of my beds, which is not good. Well, all of a sudden after I put that electric fence up, I wasn't out here when he found it, but he won't go anywhere near the garden now. So that's what you want, Now, they're not real expensive to put up. I'm going to show you. These are the posts I use, and these are like $2 a piece. The insulators, you can get a big bag of them for, I don't know, $10 or $12. I don't remember exactly, but they're real easy. You just unscrew the back, you slide it wherever you want up the post. You buy a roll of electric fence wire, and I think my charger was about 50 bucks, the fence charger. And I'll tell you, I've had lots of problems with animals in the garden. I've had tomatoes steal by squirrels. I've had a groundhog before. that was terrible. And I've had cats dig holes in it. I remember I just got my buckets, containers all ready for the year one year. Set them out around the garden. And just as they're about ready to sprout, a cat dug a hole right in the middle of one of those buckets. Oh, I was so mad I couldn't stand it. But, it's just what happens sometimes. But with this, I haven't had any of that. We had raccoons so bad that for a couple, 3 years, I'd planted corn, and I'd never got to harvest any of our corn. Just as it was getting ready, boom, they'd hit and wipe every bit of it out, 100% of it out. So this year, I'm getting out early. I'm getting that fence set up. So, hopefully we can keep this from happening. It's not, like I say, altogether, I may have $100 in it. And I got enough stuff for that money to really enclose a much bigger garden than what I have. Well, all right. I'm going to show you the charger and explain how easy it is to hook it up. And then, we'll go from there. Well, all right, this is the charger, and it's just very simple. It's got a cord, just a regular electrical cord that you're going to plug an extension cord into. Now, or barring that, if your garden's a little ways away from the house or your garage or something, you could get the charger up to the house, plug it in, and just run an electrical wire, you know, a fence wire to the garden fence. Most of these things, I know this one would fence a couple of acres. So your garden's not going to be, and you know, my garden is fair size, but this thing will do, you know, 3 times that, 10 times that probably. But there's two, what you see that looks like a red and green button, those are actually where you hook it in. And I've got a wire hooked to the green button that goes to the fence. And then the other button goes to ground. And all I did is take a little piece of iron rod, nail it into the ground. You could use another fence post and just attach to the a wire from there to your ground post, and you're done. It's hooked up. No issues. It's easy. And like I say, from that moment on, you just do not get critter predation in your garden. So, all right. Well, all right. The last thing I'm going to tell you is a little more about hooking it up. I'm going to show you that fence post again. Now, it's pretty simple. This is the business end, and you just put the wire in, and it's got 2 little ears that hold it. So it's real simple. You just set your fence posts up where you want them. They're not hard to drive into the ground. You could do it with a regular hammer. Then I set a wire about 6 inches off the ground. And then I'm going to set a wire this year that's maybe 6 inches higher than that. Now, most animals, like dogs, when they see something like that, they come up on it. Their way to explore it is, I'm going to stick my nose on this, see what it is. That'll cure them right there. They'll go away, they'll leave your garden alone. So, for a small investment, you're gonna keep all your vegetables this year. And, you know, I see a lot of posts on Facebook constantly about all those animals that I mentioned at the very first. Well, how do I keep cats out? How do I keep, you know, the rabbits eat my garden? The squirrels steal my fruit. What do I do? Well, this will take care of everything but birds. And in all honesty, birds probably are better for your garden than people realize. The only damage that they're going to do getting in is because they're thirsty. So if you put a little water source there, they'll go to that, they'll drink, they'll go on with life, and you know, they might pick up a bug or two. They like those tomato hornworms, I'm told. I don't have great problems with those where I'm at, but I know a lot of people do. So all right, that's it. I just wanted to tell you, show you what I'm doing today, explain it a little bit. And like I said, I want to emphasize again, these are not going to hurt any animal or any person. If your grandkids get into it, I warrant you they won't do it again. But it doesn't even cause a burn on the skin. It just zaps you just enough that it startles you. You know it. It smarts a little. But it won't hurt anybody or anything. So all right, I want you all to have a quality day.